The next question. What's the best way to pray tahajjud, the number of the rak'at, and do I have to sleep before I get up for salah? She's asking, or he's asking, if they need to sleep before they get up tahajjud and the method. First of all, you don't have to sleep. Yes, it was the method of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ most of the time that he would sleep, then wake up. But if you do that, you get more reward for following in the precise footsteps. But you don't essentially have to do that for your tahajjud to be accepted. It's fully accepted without you sleeping. You can just go ahead and stay up and pray. But always make niyyah that you're going to get up. Why? Because if at times you don't wake up and you had the niyyah, you get the reward. Unless it becomes habitual, then you're really not showing the effort. But if randomly you don't wake up, then you get the ajr, inshallah. Second, make your salah 2-2-2. 2 rak'ah salam, 2 rak'ah salam, 2 rak'ahs in salam. عن عبد الله بن عمر رضي الله عنهما قال أن رجلا قال يا رسول الله كيف صلاة الليل؟ فقال صلى الله عليه وسلم مثنى فإذا خفت الصبح فأوتر بواحدة. Muttafaq alayhi in Sahih Bukhari and Muslim. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Ibn Umar radiallahu anhu said, a man came to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, said, how's the night prayer? The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, 2, and then 2, meaning 2 make salam, 2 make salam, 2 make salam, and then if you fear the morning to come, make witr, 1 rak'ah witr. How many rak'ah do I pray at night? One can pray as many as he wants, because the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam did not limit in this matter. 2, 2, 2, as long as you want. Ibn Taymiyyah specifically talked about this matter and said, whoever says that there's a specific rak'ah in Qiyam that you can't go over or under, then he has made a mistake. That's the statement of Ibn Taymiyyah. In Hashiyat al-Rawd, he said, the night prayer is among the worships that the more you do, the more you get reward without a dispute among scholars. If you want the more precise sunnah, then it was the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ to do 11. Sallallahu alayhi wasallam. And that's because of hadith Aisha radiallahu anha, where she said, ما كان رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يزيد في رمضان ولا في غيره على 11 ركعة. In Bukhari and Muslim, Aisha radiallahu anha said, the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam in Ramadan and outside Ramadan never went above 11 rak'ah. That was what he used to do. But you also have another hadith by Ibn Abbas, which is also authentic. أن صلاة النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم 13 ركعة يعني بالليل. Ibn Abbas said the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam's prayer at night was 13 rak'ah. So you can choose to do unlimited. Or you can follow the more precise sunnah of doing 11, like Hadith Aisha. Or you can do what's in Hadith Ibn Abbas, 13. But the closest to the sunnah is 11, because I believe that the 13 is explained in another Hadith, which is that the 2 additional rak'ah between the 11 and 13 were the 2 rak'ah of the Fajr. Someone added them. Because in a Hadith in Sahih Muslim, أن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم كان يصلي 13 ركعة بركعتي الفجر. So another hadith explains it and adds that the 2 rak'ahs additional over 11 were the 2 rak'ah fajr. It's sunnah to make the salah in your house. It's sunnah to wake up your family. It's sunnah to lead them at times. It's sunnah to make salah with what you're comfortable with, what you feel makes you closer to Allah. Read at times out loud and at times silent. That's the sunnah. The Prophet ﷺ told Abu Bakr at one time, raise your voice, and at one time he told Umar, lower your voice. If you pass by a verse that talks about the mercy of Allah, ask Him for His mercy. If you pass by a verse that talks about the punishment of Allah, seek refuge from that. If you pass by a verse that praises Allah, glorify Allah. Then end the night with witr, because the Prophet ﷺ used to end his night with it. He also said, اجعلوا آخر صلاتكم بالليل وترا. Make the end of your night prayer witr, as in Sahih al-Bukhari and in Muslim. Let's take the next. We got too many questions. Let's take the next question. You said in your lecture one of the first sunnah to be left out in Qiyam is reciting out loud. Does this apply to women? What I mentioned wasn't really my statement, it was the statement of Ibn Umar radiallahu anhu. I said the first sunnah to be left out is Qiyam, prayer, and raising your voice in the Qiyam. So that's the statement of Ibn Umar radiallahu anhu, encouraging people to do Qiyam. Ibn al-Qayyim in Zad al-Ma'ad said that the Prophet ﷺ used to recite out loud sometimes and silent sometimes in Qiyam. This applies to women as well. This applies to women as well. In Nawawi, in Majmu', in the Majmu', in Al-Qadi Abu Tayyib, and Ibn Qudama in the Mughni, and of the contemporary scholars, Sheikh Ibn Baz, said if a woman is alone or with close relatives, she can read out loud. That's whether she's praying alone or with other women. But of course, if there's foreign men who are not related, immediate relatives of her, then she shouldn't raise her voice in that. Okay, the next question is, Assalamu alaikum. I received a message from a sister. Please can Sheikh reply to this matter in either written or audio?